Hey everybody, it's Keith from Amp Publishing, and today I want to talk about a new piece of software called BlogaShop Pro. This is a WordPress plugin. It has a couple of different uses and one real kind of unique use. Now, it has a database of over 65,000 different articles across 200 categories and subcategories of content that you can use to push to your WordPress sites or your Shopify stores. Now, Shopify is making a quite a niche for itself in the e-com world. But what we noticed is that a lot of people are not utilizing one of the best features that it has, and that's its blogs. You got to get content out there. You got to get it out there and drive that traffic towards your products, right? And what we're finding is that so many people are not utilizing the blog on Shopify. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how we tap into that and a couple of different features with Shopify. But if you're not into e-com or you're not into Shopify, and maybe you're thinking about getting into it, the front end offer of BlogaShop Pro is offering free training as well from setting up a Shopify store from beginning to end. Okay, and what this tool is going to do is help you drive free traffic. All right, because the more content you can get out there and the more content you can have pointing at your products, the more successful you're going to be, right? I mean, we all know content is king, and it's expensive, it's time consuming. A lot of people just don't know where to start when it comes to content, and that's where BlogaShop Pro comes in with its huge database of articles. And what you're also going to get on the front end is a free spinner account from Spinner Brothers. Okay, it's a limited account. I believe it limits you to 50 spins per day, which is quite a bit of spins for one day of content, right? So you're going to get that on the front end offer as well. Now, if you have your own Spinner Brothers account or Spin Rewriter account, you can certainly integrate those. BlogaShop Pro allows you to integrate either of those into the system as well. So you can certainly use those if you'd like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of hop in here and just show you some of these features. Now, I'm going to be showing you the front end of BlogaShop Pro as well as the first upsell, which is BlogaShop Pro Plus, okay? And that's going to allow us to do some pretty cool things. So I'm going to get to that here in just a second. Let me go ahead and just jump right in. So what you're going to see here is a content search area, okay? Now, you can search our article database as well as YouTube videos, okay? And it works in a bit of a unique way. So let's just start with articles. Now, first thing we want to do is choose a category, and I'm just going to use health and fitness. So as you can see, there's probably 20 or so here of the main categories. But once I go ahead and choose one, each of those categories has an abundance of subcategories where you can kind of narrow down your search. Now, of course, you can always go by keyword if you'd like, but I like to just kind of keep it a little bit broad and just get into some of the areas that that I'm interested in. So I'm just going to go with aerobics, cardio, and just general health and fitness, and I'm going to hit search. Okay, so as you're going to see, many articles are coming up here. Now you can preview any of these articles as well to see if it's something that you're absolutely interested in. So we could go, like maybe how to detox with food. So we can take a peek at some of these articles to make sure that it's of interest to us. Okay. So what we're going to do is when we find some articles that we like, a lot of time I'm doing searching, I'm trying to get ideas, but I rarely remember where I found a lot of these things. So the way that BlogaShop Pro works is you're allowed to select as many articles as you'd like. So I'm just going to go ahead and just pick, I'll just pick 2 of them for now, but we can choose as many as we'd like. And I'm going to go ahead and save those checked results, okay? All right, so now we're saved, we're good to go. And before we get over into the saved results area, I'm actually going to do some video searching as well, okay? So what I'm going to do is search for, I'm just going to do general fitness here in this one. Now, you can also enter your own video URL from YouTube if you have your own channel or you just find a video out there that you really want to use. You can certainly enter that in there, click save, and it will save that to our saved results area as well. All right, so for now, I'm just going to search fitness here real quick and just pick a couple of these. So I'm going to do, this beast one here. I'm just going to choose that one. But again, we can choose as many as we'd like. We can click the link to view the video and all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just save that one video for now and show you how this works. So what we can do is, now that we have everything saved, let's go jump into our saved results. Now, as you see, I've got a ton of different articles here that are saved. Here's the couple that we've just chosen. And you're going to see under the video tab, There's our beast, and I have a few other ones saved as well. Okay, now you can of course delete those and remove them if you don't have any interest in them for the future. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this chilling way to boost your performance. Or actually, we'll go with the detox with food, and I'm going to convert that over to a post. Okay, so now I am on the post right here, as you can see it. Now, there's a couple things that we can do now. The nice thing is with BlogaShop Pro is you can use any of your existing content as well and apply any of the BlogaShop Pro features to it. You don't have to use the content database, but 65,000 articles are just there for the taking. So, go ahead and obviously use those. But, okay, so what we can do now is we can start to insert a few things in here. Okay, number one is we can spin the content. So let's just go ahead and do a spin. Now it will show up here depending on what you have integrated. You'll be able to choose from the two spinners that you want. And I'm just going to use Spin Rewriter for this example here. And I'm just going to go ahead and generate a spin. Okay, so as you see, it has done the spin. Now, of course, we can discard it. We can spin the original content again if we don't like what that spin came up with, or we can accept. So for this demo, I'm just going to go ahead and accept this. Now, with all spinners, we just want to make sure that we read through it and that everything is making sense and is kind of formatted the way that you'd like it to. Okay. Now, as you'll see down here, we have SEO as well. So this will be spun as well as the description. Okay. Now, what we can do here, and actually, let's go ahead and just save our draft quick as we're adding more to this. Now, what we can do is we can, of course, add tags. Now, this works in two different ways. It's going to save tags if you want to use this on your WordPress site to publish to that site. It's going to also use the tags on the Shopify blog because Shopify blogs also support tagging, okay? So I'm just going to do a general, we'll just do fitness and detox, okay? So we'll go ahead and add that. Now, what we can also do, it's important to get some imagery in there, right? So what I want to do is most Shopify blogs will support a featured image, just like WordPress does. So I'm just going to go ahead and set a featured image, and we'll choose, probably not beer for a detox then, I guess some apples. Now, of course, all the SEO on your images is also very important, okay? So like here, detox with fruit, and for this purposes of demo, I'm just going to copy this stuff in here. But we'd want to take a little time to understand, what we want to rank for, basically, right? We want to make sure our keywords are in all of our images and in all of our articles and our meta tags. So I'm just going to set that featured image. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and save real quick here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put an image inside of the text as well, okay? So what I'm going to do is just make a little space here and go ahead. And what we have is a free image search, okay? So you could search over 1 million royalty-free images. We hook up with Pixabay, Pexels, and Wikimedia, okay? So you get a little bit of variety in there. For this purpose, I am going to just go with Pixabay, and I'm going to search. Now, of course, you can choose from your own WordPress gallery, or you can enter a URL from an external source as well. It's up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and choose this image right here. And again, all the SEO information is here, okay? And I'm just going to paste what I had in my other ones. But we want to make sure that we get specific with our keywords in our images for the best bang for the buck, okay? Now, of course, we can link to those images. You can set the alignment, the actual image size, and we can go ahead and insert that image. Now, once this image is inserted, the nice thing is you'll have it in your WordPress gallery afterwards. So you don't really have to. So if you found an image that you want to reuse, you don't have to, just keep searching around for it. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure that we save our draft. Now, also, we saved a video. So let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to put a video just at the bottom here and show you that. So now when we hit our added or save videos, all the videos that we've saved are now very easily insertable. So there it is. It's now inserted. And we're good to go. All right, so if we want to stop there now, what we can do, I'm going to show you one other feature, even though this is not the front-end offer. On the upsell for BlogaShop Pro Plus, it's going to allow you to add your Shopify products right into your posts. Now, the strange thing about Shopify is, and with their blogs, there's a couple of things. Number one, you can have multiple blogs inside of one store, okay? So if you may want to if you have more of a general store, and you have just different products, you may want to create a blog that's specific to each of those, those categories, which is kind of a cool feature. So what we can do here is go ahead and add any of our Shopify products to right inside. Now, on Shopify's platform itself, you cannot insert a product inside, out of the default install. You can't insert a product inside of an article, okay? So that's what BlogaShop Pro Plus is going to allow us to do. So we're going to choose our store. And as you're going to see, it's going to bring back all the products that I have in this particular store. Now, this is just a demo store that I've set up. But you can filter by whichever collections you have in Shopify. And collections are simply Shopify's way to say categories, okay? So we can certainly narrow those down and go ahead and choose one. Now, once we select that product, you're going to get a couple of different layouts here. This square layout would work best if you're going to insert it at the beginning of a paragraph, because the text will then wrap nicely around that particular call to action, okay? Or we can do a full-length layout, which is basically going to be the full length of your content area. And that's going to depend on your theme, the way that's going to look, okay? So we'll go ahead and insert that, and you'll see it here. Now, one other thing I do want to show you on the Shopify product is when we choose our store, we could actually send them and put a call to action in directly to our collections page, okay? Or our category page. And what that's going to do is when the user clicks on that call to action, it's going to take them right to your store, to that collections page, where it'll show all the products in that particular collection, okay? So for this example, I'm just going to go ahead and leave in the product, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just save this. All right, so now, easy as 1, 2, 3. We have a couple of choices here. We can publish this straight to our WordPress site if that's what we're using. That's great. You go ahead and publish it, and it's going to be live. Now, we can also send it to our Shopify blog, okay? Now, of course, we don't want duplicate content, right? So if you wanted to take advantage of it and do both, we would probably want to spin this again. So we can, of course, respin it and go ahead and publish that. So we have two more unique articles, one on WordPress and one on Shopify. So I'm going to go ahead and just post this one to Shopify to show you what that looks like. I'm going to choose my store. I'm going to choose the author. And I'm going to choose the actual blog. Okay, and as you see, I had 3 of them there. And I'm just going to go ahead and post that article. All right, so it's successful. I'm going to go look at it right now. I'm going to refresh my blog on my Shopify store, and there it is. The best way to detoxification with food. The articles here, there's my tags that I added. And let's go ahead and just take a look inside. And here is that call to action. Okay, so now when the user clicks on this, it's going to take them right to my store, right to the page where they can go ahead and add that to their cart. Very powerful call to actions. Again, you can't do that right inside of Shopify with a default install. Okay, now as you'll see, the images are down here as well, and they will all be SEO'd with whatever we've decided to tag that with. And there is our actual video that we installed or that we inserted as well. And while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and drop a comment, because there's another feature inside of BlogaShop Pro where you can moderate basically all of your WordPress blogs and its comments right inside of your WordPress dashboard, okay? So I'm just going to say hiya, and we'll go ahead and post that comment. All right, so as you see, there's my comment. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back in here and kind of show you that feature as well, all right? Now, let's go to what we call our Shopify blog posts, okay? So as you see, here's all the ones that I've posted to Shopify, and you're going to see there's a comment here. Here's the one that I've just posted. And of course, we can filter by the different stores that we have. There is a unlimited version of BlogaShop Pro, which is going to allow you to install BlogaShop Pro on unlimited WordPress sites and hook up to unlimited stores, okay? Because many people in the Shopify space have an array of stores, okay? It's not just one. So this is a way to give you that master dashboard to basically control everything from one place, okay? So as I've said, now what we can do here, because these are actually live on Shopify, we can actually edit them from here. You can, of course, view it from here. You can delete it from here, which will then remove it from your Shopify blog as well. And as I've said, you can moderate comments. So what we're going to do here is just take a look, and there's my comment. I can delete it, mark it as spam. simply reply, or I can add a canned response, because we have a little area here of canned responses where you can actually go ahead and create, any kind of response that you might be using over and over again, insert links inside of them, all kinds of different features there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reply to this real quick and just say, well, hi back, and we'll go ahead and reply. All right, and it's saved up. There it is, and I'm just going to go back to my Shopify blog and refresh. Now I have this one set to just automatically post comments, because you can set which control you'd like inside your dashboard. But as you're going to see, there it is. Now I could run some links here to other products. I could do anything I want to inside these comments and moderate it all from within inside your BlogaShop Pro dashboard. Okay. All right. So we've reviewed quite a bit here. I'm trying to get through it all. What I want to do is just touch a little bit on the BlogaShop Pro Plus, okay? So that pretty much showed you what's inside the front end and a little bit of what was in BlogaShop Pro Plus, being that you can add products right inside your posts, okay? What we also offer in BlogaShop Pro Plus is an auto-blogging feature, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click over here quick to campaigns, and we're just going to go ahead and create one. I'll run you through the three-step process. Process is very simple. So for this purposes, I'm going to just say this is demo. And we're going to be able to choose when we want to publish these articles as well, because we want it to look natural. We don't want things just blasting out there, hundreds of articles blasting out there at once. It's just not natural. Now, we limit the maximum amount of posts you can make to 20 per campaign, but you can have unlimited campaigns, okay? So a good way to use this is be very specific about each campaign, right? Run it towards one set of keywords, or maybe one or two sets of keywords, okay? So for this example, I'm just going to set this to 2, and we can choose either hours or days. So if I choose hours, what that means is whatever articles I'm going to select on step 2, they're going to post every 2 hours until they're gone, okay? So what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to send this to the Shopify blog. Now, of course, you'll run through this. You can choose which blog you want, which author you want it to come from. You can also have it set to go to the WordPress blog as well. Or if you don't want Shopify blog, just choose WordPress, and it will only publish to WordPress. For now, I'll leave it on this example. Let's hit next. All right, now, of course, we have our spinners to choose from, so we can choose Spinner Brothers or Spin Rewriter, whatever you have hooked up in the settings area. And we're going to choose our category the same way we did when I showed you guys how to use the content search. So again, I'm just going to choose health and fitness. We'll go with beauty, just pick a few of these here. And we're going to go ahead and search. All right, so here's everything I have. Now, depending on how many I pick, so let's just say I pick these 3. That means I've had my settings to go every 2 hours. I want you to send one of these articles. So right now it's going to be 3 articles. So in 6 hours, I will have 3 brand new spun articles up on my blogs, okay? Now, of course, now we have our article SEO. Now, you can enter your own SEO in here, and it will spin on each iteration. It will spin whatever you enter here, or you can leave it and just leave it blank, and we will do the spinning and pull the title and pull the descriptions depending on the article itself, okay? So you don't really even have to set anything, but if you want to get specific, you can go ahead and do that. And of course, you can add tags here, as I showed you before, and I definitely suggest you do, so you can add whatever tags you would like, all right? So let's go to the next step. Now at this point, because I've chosen Shopify and I've connected to a store, I'm going to choose, I have a choice, okay? I could send it to the collection. I can have a collection call to action in the articles, or I can have a product in there, or both, if you want to. My suggestion is to stick with one or the other, okay? So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and choose the fitness collection and have it go off to my collection pages. Now we can also choose an image source. So you can choose of any of the 3 that we integrate with, and choose your keyword, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and find a unique image for each of the articles in this campaign. And also, we can you can enter your own image SEO in these fields, or we will pull from our descriptions or from our articles the title and the description of that particular image for you. And just hit save. And that's it. You're now set up to roll. Okay. Now, once it's done, you'll see that it's completed here, and you'll be good to go. So what I'm going to show you is just the scheduled blog posts area. Now you're going to see that I have these are the 3 that I've chosen. So these are the 3 that are going to go. Now, You can also filter these down by campaign if you've really got a lot of campaigns running. You can filter them so it's a little bit easier to manage. Now you can of course go in here because these are not going to be set until midnight of the very next day. So at midnight the next day, and at 2 hours after that, each one is going to go every 2 hours. Okay, so it gives you a chance to go into these articles if you want and edit them. So you can add different images into them. You can do some changing of text. You can do whatever you want to do with it at that point, or just let it go and let the auto blogger handle it. And of course, you can remove some images, some articles if you'd like as well. So just say you changed your mind, you can just simply delete this one, and it will only send these 2 edits given time. Okay. And that is pretty much how BlogaShop Pro Plus will work for you. So again, you do not have to be in the e-com space to get a lot of value out of BlogaShop Pro. Just with the amount of articles, the ease of getting them up there on your sites is packed with value. Again, if you're looking to get into the Shopify space, you'll get that free training with the front end offer. You're going to get a free Spinner Brothers basic account, which alone, if you've ever looked at the pricing of spinners, they're not cheap. So it's packed with value. So that concludes the tutorial, or excuse me, the review. I'm going to go ahead and put the sales page link down below in the description, so you guys could go ahead and hop on over there and get your copy. Now, this will launch on March 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. All right? Thanks for joining me.